Hello again. Um, another week has passed. And this time, especially today, I've been feeling, a certain way, I guess. I, unsatisfied, I think, is the best way to put it. Not, because overall, when it comes down to my goals, I'm very satisfied with where I'm going. As a matter of fact, it's gotten to a point where my goals are starting to evolve into more of just trying to format a weekly routine as a whole instead of just being outright like I'll do this the next day. Obviously, for stuff like chores with laundry and dishes, those are gonna be something I'm gonna have to do more reflexively instead of sort of set in stone on that date. And even with a weekly routine, I have two things on it that'll definitely just be, once they're done, I can't continue to do them anymore. So, what am I going to do after that? And it's just taking a lot of consideration, and I see it as positive. One, it keeps my mind occupied, and two, it shows my progress. At the very least, I am going somewhere. And it's not stemmed from just wanting to make my life more productive at like fucking 3 a.m., but instead purely from my own efforts. I'm doing things slowly, which it's fine. As a matter of fact, slowly has been the one thing that's been helping me. Being able to do it slowly has allowed me to completely formulate my thoughts and get used to things. It's allowed me to build a form of discipline that I otherwise wouldn't have. And hopefully, by next week, I hope to fully enact this plan while also just looking after other things and trying to gain better time management skills. And well, I suppose in terms of writing and drawing, I've been progressing properly on both fronts. And I came to a recent revelation with writing of why the fuck am I writing a massive backstory and all this crazy shit? I don't need a character compendium for a story that I'm writing. Just fucking write. And I started doing that. There was one story that I thought up in my head. Actually, that's another thing I should mention, but while I was just kind of trying to go to sleep, I thought of a story, and the next, after another day, because I decided to draw on that day as well. But the next day, I ended up just writing it all down, or at least starting off the story. I don't know where it'll go from here, because I don't have any real structure to it, and to be honest, I don't have a complete theme behind it. It really is just stemming from something in my own head going down on the pages, which so far I haven't had a problem with. I am formulating where exactly I want this to go, and I mean, well, what exactly is this story going to mean to me overall? I want to see where my writing of this takes me, and then now onto the feelings I have. Ah, I definitely feel, I guess, conflicted. I'm not happy, that's for fucking sure. Uh, although, well, no, I guess I'm kind of happy. Whenever I make a discovery, either about myself or about my own problems, I'd say I'm, at the very least, somewhat fulfilled or happy in some sense of the word. But I'm trying to deal with, without saying too much as to just outright say too much. I'm trying to deal with some major problems that I have and specifically a form of addiction that I'm currently going through that I would like to improve. And it's very hard to deal with. I've somewhat come to terms with the fact that I will constantly relapse unless I do certain things to stop myself from experiencing the need for it. And through trying to just understand and maybe, I guess, formulate a plan for it, I have also come to a understanding that there is something more fundamentally wrong with me than I had initially thought. And, well, while I am somewhat happy about finding that out, because, I mean, why wouldn't I be? I know more about myself, and I can react accordingly. But it's also a a thing that I absolutely despise and don't know how to deal with. Obviously, answers come with time, but I obviously cannot improve if, like, old habits and just all kinds of shit that has influenced me from a far, far younger age. I'm only 19, maybe even close to approaching 20. I'm not even old enough to fucking completely say that I'll reach enlightenment. But if I cannot get rid of some fundamental things that happen like, that I may have picked up and started to believe without even realizing it from when I was like fucking 6 and 10, how the hell am I supposed to be able to fix myself as a whole? How am I supposed to come to a point where I will find that I, myself, am satisfactory to myself? How am I supposed to be satisfied with myself when I don't know how to, I guess, destroy the parts of me that I utterly hate? I came to that realization, and, well, as of right now, I have no plans. I have no ideas. I mean, hell, I literally just did that in the kitchen not even 5 minutes ago. That's the exact reason I started filming this fucking video to begin with. So that I could jot all these thoughts down into this, and if I ever need to, I can come back to it. I'd say I'm having a hard time right now, because I kind of am. I wanted to enact one of my plans for, consistency, discipline, yada yada, shit like that, today, more specifically this week as a whole. And then I realized, well, shit, I have to pretty much upend the entire schedule that I wanted to go with because I have other obligations to, I guess, tend to. So instead, I have to choose what I want to do. So next week will be when it starts, and from then on, I'll take whatever lessons I learn from doing, well, everything to improve. Not just the plan I have for a sort of weekly routine, but myself as a whole. Hopefully, hopefully, by the end of next month, I'll be closer to some answers about myself as a whole. But I doubt it. It seems like something that'll take a lot more time to properly burn. Anyhow, I think I'm done rambling for now. I will see myself next time.